Today we're going to learn how to make a curry rotisserie chicken infused with a compounded herb bacon butter. Okay, let's get going. Now we already rinsed the chicken off with cool water and we removed the giblet package. And you want to save your giblets and set them aside in the fridge for a while. It'll be great later for some giblet gravy. We're going to pet the chicken dry. We want to make sure it's nice and dry. Okay? Flip it over, get that side. And then we're going to wash our hands real quick since we're dealing with raw meat. Now, we are going to use a compound butter for this chicken because it's going to add flavor to the chicken and keep it moist and juicy, okay? And what a compound butter is a butter that is mixed and infused with seasonings and herbs, and in this case, parsley, different herbs and seasonings, and bacon. And what you're going to do is you're going to stuff it underneath the skin of the chicken. So I like to get a butter knife, put my finger close underneath to where the neck part of the chicken is, and see how far I can slide my finger into there. You see that? The open cavity on top of it where the skin is. And I want to take the butter knife and slide it on through. That way it'll help me open up the cavities under the skin so that it'll be easy for me to put that compounded butter underneath that skin and to massage it into the skin underneath. Alright, so we are going to open our compounded butter that we made. And we are going to take that compound butter piece by piece, just grab some, just like this, lift up that skin and put it underneath. Alright, here we go. We'll turn it over this way so you can see. See how it slides under there? Room temperature. It makes it easier to spread. Shove that right under the skin. You want to get it to go down as far as you can underneath all of the skin. And you can go on top of the skin and just massage it all the way to the thigh area, deep down as far as you can. Stuff it right under there. And it gets a little messy, but the flavor that you're going to get is going to be so worth it. Now in this compounded butter, of course I put the curry powder because we want to get that curry flavor in the chicken as much as we can, as much as possible. And see, it gives it, that compound butter, a beautiful tint of orange and red from that paprika and that anchovy chili seasoning. So once you get that butter in there, go to the top of the chicken and massage it all the way down. And it smells wonderful. Get in as much as we can. It's got that bacon in it. Try to get down to underneath where the wings are too. You want to get that flavor everywhere you can. And remember, you have that butter knife to pull out when you need to get some more wiggle room in there to get more butter inside. So I'm going to use that knife. And I also like to flip it over and do it too. And go underneath where that opening part is, where the breasts are, and get up under there and open those cavities too. And stuff that under there. And we're going to stuff that under there. Get it going. And we're going to get that going. Okay. Alright, and right now we're underneath the breast cavity, the skin on top of the breast cavity, and we're getting that compounded butter up in there. Making sure we can spread that flavor all along. Right under there. Okay. Make sure I get all of this up. Don't want to waste any of it. It smells so good just being the butter alone with that curry. Spread it all under there. And then, what I like to do is, the little bit that I have left, I even just spread it on top of the chicken. Just rub it in. Just rub it in. Just rub it in. Flip it back over and do it to that side as well. Alright. We're going to wash our hands again since we dealt with all that raw chicken. Now we are going to put the seasonings onto the chicken, in which I did a mixture of myself, the same seasonings that were underneath the skin that we just put the compounded butter under. So here are the different season mixtures, and we're going to mix those together. Use our fingers. Your hands are your best tools in the kitchen when you're cooking. You can't get any better than these. And we're just going to take that mixture and sprinkle it on top of the chicken. And it consists of our curry powder, our ground black pepper, our table salt, our ancho chili pepper seasoning, our garlic powder, and our paprika. You can just smell that curry powder. I'm going to turn it over and do this side as well. Where the breasts are, you want to season as much as you can. It smells so delicious. And it looks good too. All seasons in there. Put that on there. Now, what I like to do is, since I have that parsley inside of that compounded butter that we have on the chicken, I like to take that parsley and sprinkle it on top of the chicken as well. And also at the bottom of the pan. So it can also get the flavor and the juices that we're going to use to base the chicken in. Alright, you see how beautiful this is? It has such a pretty smell to it and a great color. It looks absolutely great. Okay, now we're going to take our beef stock and we're going to just pour it at the bottom of the pan. And that's going to mix well with the juices that we have coming from the chicken when it starts to create its own flavor. See? Doesn't that look delicious? It does. Okay. Alright, now we're going to pop this in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes to crisp up that skin on the top. Leave it uncovered for that whole 30 minutes that it's on 425 degrees. And then we'll check it back and turn it down to 350 degrees and do about 25 to 30 minutes per pound. And every 25 to 30 minutes, we're also going to baste it with the juices at the bottom, and it's going to turn out delicious. And we can also add some drizzling of olive oil on top of this before we put it in the oven just to help crisp up the skin. Oh, it's gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. Alright, let's pop this into the oven, 425 degrees for 30 minutes uncovered. Alright, in about 30 minutes we'll come back and drop the temperature to the stove to 350 degrees, 25 to 30 minutes per pound. And at that time, 25 to 30 minutes, every 25 to 30 minutes, we're going to come back and we're going to baste it with the juices and the beef stock that is created at the bottom, and it's going to be awesome.